Hello, Stoic warriors. How much of your life have you spent trying to control things outside your reach? If you're honest, the answer is probably too much. We try to control people's opinions, the future, the past, even the weather. We want to shape outcomes, predict what's coming, and make sure everything goes our way. But the Stoics knew a powerful truth. You control nothing but your mind. Everything else is uncertain, unpredictable, and out of your hands. Let's be real. Most of us live with the illusion of control. We make plans, set goals, and try to manage every detail of our lives. We think that if we just work hard enough, worry long enough, or plan carefully enough, we can bend the world to our will. But life has a way of reminding us that control is mostly an illusion. People change, circumstances shift, accidents happen. The world is full of surprises, some good, some bad, all outside our control. Marcus Aurelius, the philosopher emperor, wrote, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength." This is the foundation of Stoic strength. If you want real power, stop wasting energy on what you can't control, and start mastering what you can. Your thoughts, your reactions, your mindset. Why is this so hard? Because we're taught from a young age that we should be able to control everything. We're told to make things happen, to take charge, to never let go. But the more we try to control the uncontrollable, the more anxious, frustrated, and powerless we feel. We end up fighting battles we can't win, blaming ourselves for things we can't change, and missing out on the peace that comes from acceptance. The Stoics saw this as a trap. Seneca said, "We suffer more in imagination than in reality." Most of our stress comes from fighting battles that aren't ours to win. We worry about what people think, what might happen tomorrow, or what went wrong yesterday. But the world will always be chaotic. The only thing you can truly shape is your own mind. Think about it. How many times have you lost sleep over something you couldn't change? How often have you replayed a conversation in your head, wishing you'd said something different? How much energy have you wasted trying to control other people's actions, feelings, or choices? The Stoics teach us that this is a losing game. The more you try to control the world, the more the world controls you. But there's another way. The Stoics believe that true freedom comes from focusing on what you can control, your own mind. When you let go of the need to control everything else, you find a new kind of strength. You become less reactive, less anxious, and more at peace with yourself and the world. This is not about giving up or being passive. It's about being wise. It's about knowing where your power ends and where acceptance begins. It's about choosing to invest your energy in the one thing you can always control: your own thoughts, your own choices, your own attitude. In the sections that follow, we'll explore why we try to control everything, what's really within our control, how to master your mind, and how to turn your thoughts into your greatest strength. We'll look at practical ways to let go of what you can't control, build an unbreakable mindset, and make your mind your fortress. Remember, the world will always be unpredictable. People will always surprise you. Life will always throw curveballs. But you have a choice. You can waste your energy fighting the world, or you can focus on mastering yourself. The Stoic path is not easy, but it is powerful. It requires courage, discipline, and a willingness to let go of the illusion of control. Let's begin this journey together. Let your mind become your strength. Why do we try so hard to control the uncontrollable? It's human nature to crave certainty. We want to feel safe, to predict outcomes, to avoid pain. From childhood, we're taught that if we just try hard enough, we can make things go our way. But the more we try to control the world, the more anxious, frustrated, and powerless we feel. The Stoics saw this as a fundamental flaw in human thinking. We believe that if we can just control enough variables, we can guarantee happiness, success, and security. But life doesn't work that way. The world is full of uncertainty. People have their own minds, their own choices, their own paths. The weather changes, economies shift, accidents happen, and plans fall apart. Seneca said, "We suffer more in imagination than in reality." Most of our stress comes from fighting battles that aren't ours to win. We worry about what people think, what might happen tomorrow, or what went wrong yesterday. But the world will always be chaotic. The only thing you can truly shape is your own mind. Let's break it down. We try to control people's opinions, hoping they'll like us or approve of us. We try to control the future, making endless plans and backup plans. We try to control the past, replaying mistakes and wishing we could change them. We even try to control random events, as if worrying could prevent bad things from happening. But all of this is wasted energy. The Stoics teach us that the only thing you can truly control is your own mind, your thoughts, your reactions, your choices. Everything else is outside your power. Here's a practical exercise. The next time you feel anxious or stressed, pause and ask yourself, what am I trying to control right now? Is it really within my power? If the answer is no, let it go. Focus on what you can control, your own response. The Stoics also believed in the power of acceptance. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "Accept whatever comes to you woven in the pattern of your destiny, for what could more aptly fit your needs?" Acceptance is not about giving up. It's about making peace with reality. It's about choosing to focus your energy where it matters most. Think about the people you admire most. Are they the ones who try to control everything, or the ones who remain calm and adaptable in the face of uncertainty? True strength is not about controlling the world. It's about mastering yourself. The Stoics also practiced gratitude. They knew that when you focus on what you have, rather than what you lack, you become more content, more peaceful, and more powerful. Gratitude is the antidote to anxiety. It shifts your focus from what you can't control to what you can appreciate. Remember, you are not here to control the world. You are here to master your mind, to choose your response, and to find peace in the midst of chaos. Affirmation: I let go of what I can't control. I focus on mastering my mind. Epictetus, one of the most influential Stoic philosophers, taught that life is divided into two categories: what you can control and what you cannot. This simple idea, known as the dichotomy of control, is at the heart of Stoic wisdom. Yet, most people spend their lives ignoring this truth, pouring energy into things they can never change, while neglecting the one thing they can always shape: their own mind. Let's break this down. What is truly within your control? Your thoughts, your choices, your actions, your attitude, your response to what happens. What is outside your control? Other people's opinions, a past, a future, the weather, random events, the actions of others. When you focus on your circle of control, you reclaim your power. You stop wasting energy on things you can't change and start investing it in things you can. This is not just a philosophical idea. It's a practical tool for daily life. Think about how much time you spend worrying about things outside your control. Maybe you stress about what your boss thinks of you, or you replay arguments in your head, wishing you'd said something different. Maybe you obsess over the news, the economy, or the choices of people you care about. All of this drains your energy and leaves you feeling powerless. The Stoics teach us to flip the script. Instead of trying to control the uncontrollable, focus on what's really yours: your own mind. When you do this, you become more effective, more peaceful, and more resilient. Use a practical exercise. The next time you feel stressed, anxious, or overwhelmed, pause and ask yourself, is this within my control? If the answer is yes, take action. If the answer is no, let it go. This simple question can change your life. The Stoics also believed in the power of responsibility. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "The impediment to action advances action. What stands in the way becomes the way." When you focus on what you can control, you stop blaming others, stop making excuses, and start taking ownership of your life. This doesn't mean you ignore the world or stop caring about others. It means you recognize the limits of your power and choose to invest your energy where it will make the most difference. You become less reactive, less anxious, and more present. Think about the people you admire most. Are they the ones who try to control everything, or the ones who remain calm and focused, no matter what happens? True strength is not about controlling the world. It's about mastering yourself. The Stoics also practiced acceptance. They knew that life is full of uncertainty, and that the only way to find peace is to accept what you cannot change and focus on what you can. Here's another exercise. Make a list of the things that are causing you stress right now. For each one, ask yourself, is this within my control? If it is, make a plan to address it. If it isn't, practice letting it go. Remember, your circle of control is your source of power. The more you focus on it, the stronger you become. Affirmation: I focus on what I can control. I let go of the rest. The Stoics believe that the mind is like a muscle. The more you train it, the stronger it becomes. But if you neglect it, it becomes weak, reactive, and easily shaken by the world. Mastering your mind is not a one-time event. It's a daily practice, a lifelong journey, and a foundation of true strength. How do you train your mind? Practice self-awareness. Notice your thoughts, your emotions, and your reactions. Don't judge them, Just observe. Question your thoughts. Are they true? Are they helpful? Are they within your control? Replace negativity with reason. When you catch yourself thinking negative or irrational thoughts, challenge them. Replace them with thoughts that are grounded in reality and aligned with your values. Respond. Don't react when something upsets you. Pause before you act. Take a deep breath. Choose your response, rather than letting your emotions take over. Marcus Aurelius journaled every day, reflecting on his thoughts and actions. He wrote, "The happiness of your life depends upon the quality of your thoughts." Seneca meditated on adversity, preparing his mind for whatever life brought. Epictetus taught that true freedom comes from mastering your own mind, not from controlling the world. Use a practical exercise. Start a daily journaling practice. Each evening, write down your thoughts, your challenges, and your victories. Reflect on how you responded to the events of the day. Did you act with wisdom, courage, and self-control? Where can you improve tomorrow? The Stoics also believed in the power of visualization. Before facing a difficult situation, imagine the worst-case scenario. Ask yourself, if this happens, how will I respond? What is within my control? This practice, known as premeditatio malorum, helps you prepare your mind for adversity and reduces fear of the unknown. Mastering your mind also means practicing gratitude. The Stoics knew that when you focus on what you have, rather than what you lack, you become more content, more peaceful, and more powerful. Gratitude shifts your focus from what you can't control to what you can appreciate. Here's another exercise. Each morning, write down 3 things you're grateful for. Notice how this simple practice changes your mindset throughout the day. Remember, your mind is your most powerful tool. When you master it, you become unbreakable. You can face any challenge, overcome any obstacle, and find peace in the midst of chaos. Affirmation: I am the master of my mind. I choose my thoughts, my responses, and my attitude. Your thoughts shape your reality. This is not just a motivational quote. It's a Stoic law of life. If you fill your mind with fear, doubt, and anger, you become a prisoner of your own mind. But if you fill it with courage, gratitude, and wisdom, you become unbreakable. The Stoics understood that the mind is both your greatest enemy and your greatest ally. The choice is yours. Let's be honest. Most people let their thoughts run wild. They believe every negative story their mind tells them. They replay old failures, worry about the future, and let self-doubt dictate their actions. But the Stoics teach us that you are not your thoughts. You are the observer of your thoughts. You have the power to choose which thoughts to believe, which to challenge, and which to let go. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "The soul becomes dyed with the color of its thoughts." If you want to change your life, start by changing your thoughts. This doesn't mean ignoring reality or pretending everything is perfect. It means choosing to focus on what you can control, your own mindset. Use a practical exercise. Start each morning with a Stoic affirmation. Choose a phrase that resonates with you, such as, "I am not disturbed by events, but by my view of them. I choose my response. I am stronger than my circumstances." Repeat it to yourself as you get ready for the day. Let it become your mental armor. The Stoics also practiced negative visualization. Instead of fearing what might go wrong, they imagined it in advance. This helped them prepare their minds for adversity and appreciate what they had. Seneca wrote, "He robs present ills of their power who has perceived their coming beforehand." By facing your fears in your mind, you reduce their power over you. Turning thoughts into strength also means questioning your beliefs. Are your thoughts helping you or holding you back? Are they based on facts or on old stories and fears? The Stoics believed in challenging their own assumptions, seeking truth, and letting go of what no longer served them. Here's another exercise. Whenever you catch yourself thinking a negative or limiting thought, pause and ask, is this true? Is this helpful? Is this within my control? If not, let it go. Replace it with a thought that empowers you. Gratitude is another powerful tool for turning thoughts into strength. The Stoics knew that when you focus on what you have, rather than what you lack, you become more content, more peaceful, and more powerful. Each evening, write down 3 things you're grateful for. Notice how this shifts your mindset over time. The Stoics also believed in the power of action. Thoughts alone are not enough. You must act on them. When you choose thoughts of courage, discipline, and wisdom, let them guide your actions. Take small steps every day to live in alignment with your values. Remember, your mind is your most powerful tool. When you master your thoughts, you master your life. You become resilient, adaptable, and unstoppable. Affirmation: my thoughts are my strength. I choose courage, gratitude, and wisdom every day. Letting go is not giving up. It's freedom. When you accept that you can't control everything, you find peace. You stop blaming others, stop fighting reality, and start focusing on your own growth. The Stoics believe that acceptance is the key to happiness, resilience, and true strength. Epictetus said, "Make the best use of what is in your power, and take the rest as it happens." This is the path to inner calm. You become less reactive, less anxious, and more present. You stop wasting energy on things you can't change and start investing it in things you can. Let's be honest, letting go is hard. We want to fix everything, help everyone, and make sure nothing goes wrong. But the more we try to control the uncontrollable, the more frustrated and powerless we feel. The Stoics teach us that the only way to find peace is to accept what you cannot change and focus on what you can. Here's a practical exercise. Make a list of the things that are causing you stress right now. For each one, ask yourself, is this within my control? If it is, make a plan to address it. If it isn't, practice letting it go. Remind yourself, I accept what I cannot change. I focus on my own growth. The Stoics also practiced amor fati, the love of fate. This means embracing everything that happens, good or bad, as an opportunity for growth. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "The impediment to action advances action. What stands in the way becomes the way." When you accept life as it is, rather than as you wish it to be, you become more resilient, more adaptable, and more at peace. Letting go also means forgiving yourself and others. Holding on to anger, regret, or resentment only hurts you. The Stoics believed in the power of forgiveness, not as a favor to others, but as a gift to yourself. When you let go of the past, you free yourself to live fully in the present. Here's another exercise. Each evening, reflect on your day. Is there anything you need to let go of? An argument, a mistake, a disappointment? Write it down, then let it go. Remind yourself, I am free from the past. I choose peace. Remember, letting go is not about giving up on your dreams or your values. It's about accepting reality, focusing on what you can control, and finding peace in the midst of chaos. Affirmation: I let go of what I cannot control. I accept life as it is and focus on my own growth. A strong mind is not one that never feels pain, but one that knows how to handle it. The Stoics faced wars, betrayal, loss, and uncertainty, but they remained calm, focused, and resilient. Their secret: they built unbreakable mindsets, not by avoiding hardship, but by embracing it as a teacher. Let's be honest, life will test you. You will face setbacks, disappointments, and moments when everything feels out of your control. But the Stoics teach us that these moments are not obstacles. They are opportunities to grow stronger. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "The impediment to action advances action. What stands in the way becomes the way." Every challenge is a chance to build resilience. How can you build an unbreakable mind? Practice gratitude, even in hardship. When things go wrong, look for what you can learn, how you can grow, and what you can still appreciate. Gratitude shifts your focus from what's missing to what's possible. Embrace discomfort as training. The Stoics practiced voluntary discomfort, fasting, cold showers, simple living, not to suffer, but to prepare their minds for adversity. When you choose discomfort, you become less afraid of it. Reflect on your day, learn from mistakes, and begin again. The Stoics journaled every evening, asking themselves, what did I do well? Where did I fall short? How can I improve tomorrow? This daily reflection builds self-awareness and self-mastery. Use a practical exercise. Each morning, set an intention to face whatever comes with courage and calm. When you encounter a challenge, pause and ask, what is this here to teach me? How can I use this to become stronger? At the end of the day, write down one thing you handled well and one thing you want to improve. The Stoics also believed in the power of community. They knew that you don't have to face life's challenges alone. Seek out people who inspire you, support you, and hold you accountable. Share your struggles and your victories. Learn from others, and let them learn from you. Building an unbreakable mindset also means accepting that you will fall. You will make mistakes. You will have days when you feel weak, afraid, or overwhelmed. That's normal. The Stoics didn't expect perfection. They expected effort. They knew that every day is a new chance to begin again. Here's another exercise. When you feel like giving up, remind yourself of the times you've overcome challenges before. Make a list of your past victories, big or small. Let them remind you of your strength and resilience. Remember, your mind is your fortress. No one can take it from you unless you give them the key. When you build an unbreakable mindset, you become unstoppable. You can face any challenge, overcome any obstacle, and find peace in the midst of chaos. Affirmation: my mind is unbreakable. I face challenges with courage, gratitude, and resilience. You control nothing but your mind. This is not a limitation. It's your greatest power. When you master your thoughts, you master your life. The Stoics understood that the mind is both your shield and your sword. It can protect you from the chaos of the world, and it can help you cut through confusion, fear, and doubt. Let's recap the journey we've taken together. The illusion of control. Most of what we try to control is outside our reach. The only thing we truly own is our mind. Why we try to control everything? It's human nature to crave certainty, but the more we try to control the uncontrollable, the more anxious we become. The circle of control. Focus on what's really yours. Your thoughts, choices, actions, and attitude. Let go of the rest. Mastering your mind. Train your mind like a muscle. Practice self-awareness. Question your thoughts and choose your responses. Turning thoughts into strength. Your thoughts shape your reality. Choose courage, gratitude, and wisdom every day. Letting go of what you can't control. Acceptance is freedom. Let go of blame, regret, and the need to fix everything. Building an unbreakable mindset. Embrace challenges as opportunities. Reflect, learn, and begin again. If you take nothing else from this message, remember this: you are not powerless. You are not a victim of circumstance. You are the master of your mind. The world will always be unpredictable, but you can always choose your response. Here's your final challenge. Each morning, remind yourself, I control my mind. I choose my response. I am unbreakable. Each evening, reflect on how you used your mind as your strength. Celebrate your progress, forgive your mistakes, and resolve to do better tomorrow. The Stoic path is not easy. It requires courage, discipline, and a willingness to let go of the illusion of control. But it is a path that leads to true freedom, true strength, and true peace. If this message resonated with you, drop your favorite Stoic lesson in the comments, like the video, and subscribe for more wisdom every day. Affirmation: I control my mind. I choose my response. I am unbreakable. Rebuild, refocus, rise.